Hey, Warpugs, LOC Rogel wanted me to check out my headcanon Primark voices as done by Acean. Now, eventually, I need to do one of these myself. I really, really 100% do. But let's get into this one. Let's see if these match up to where I'm at, as far as where my headcanon Primark voices would be. Let's get into it. Let's go.
A lion doesn't concern himself with the opinions of the sheep.
This will be my last war.
Okay.
Win or lose.
Have you ever lost before?
Charles Dance is the guy that I would pick Charles Dance to play Commissar Yarrick in any given timeline.
Do you think I'd be in my position if I'd lost a war?
Huh.
This is the one I'll be remembered for.
Close, White Wolf, is what you are to decapitation. You're insolent because you believe I cannot afford to hurt you. And you're right. Yet that will change one day, when you are no longer indispensable, but disposable.
Mm-hmm.
But enough of that. Let's not get ahead of ourselves. What do you want?
Huh.
You have entered a realm of mystery.
Okay, I can hear this.
Of marvel.
Oh, listen to you. Don't stop. I can't take it.
I can really, really 100% hear this.
I've missed your visits. So, are you here on business or pleasure? Weaknesses, eh?
This is definitely...
Well, to start, they're egomaniacs. They hate being insulted and have tremendous vanity. Not that I can relate. Honestly, there's no simple way to kill a dragon. Even in tomes of old, legends of their destruction are largely poetic drivel. While dragon anatomy is a topic for many a scholar, anyone close enough to find out seems to get themselves snapped up.
The data pulled from this pathetic failure will lay all of my enemy's secrets bare. Supply caches, strongholds, everything. We shall use that knowledge to herd the Autobots, trap them in Iacon City, and bend them to my will.
Huh.
But for every force in the universe, there is an equal and an opposite. For every matter, an antimatter.
I'm not
Where
sure
the
about this
Matrix
one, but I
grants
like it.
wisdom, the dark spark.
This is better than other ones that I have heard. This is better than other ones that I have heard, so I'm kind of on board here.
Powers its master to bend the very fabric of the universe and its inhabitants to his will.
We have spent our lives cowering in the shadow of the Travantian Empire. Wondering when the day would come when they would march their army into our land to make it their own. Making slaves of our wives, husbands.
I 100% can rock with Jakatai Khan as Jason Momoa. I'm just saying. He even looks the part.
Sons and daughters. And now that day has come. On the other side of that wall is the army that we have all feared for so long. And their victory will mean the end of everything that we hold dear. But when they come through that wall, they will not find the frightened army they are expecting. We are Payan soldiers, mountain warriors, witchfinders, former enemies banded together for one purpose and one purpose only. To protect what is ours at all costs.
I told you I never used it, and it did what you told me it would. Only my blade illuminates those it strikes, not the hand that carries.
Jonathan Kiba would be one of the voices of the Primarchs, but it would not be Lehman Russ for me. It would not be
Did that
Lehman
achieve
Russ.
anything? I don't know. I never will now. You never stop. Even now, even here, you're still spouting those platitudes?
Do not be so hasty to write off his wisdom.
He's dead, Constantine! All the plans are dead too. We've pissed like dogs all over them, and now the galaxy stinks from our spore. Look around you. Try to see this world as those with a soul see it. Try just for a moment to be angry.
Your strength in the face of such a foe is admirable, and it fills my heart with pride. Know this, warrior, that no matter how dark the night may seem,
I'm not saying
there will
this one.
always be a light that shines through the darkness. And that light, my friend, is you. You have the power to overcome any obstacle that stands
This one is the first one that I 100% cannot rock with.
in your way. You are the hero of your own story, and I have no doubt that you will emerge victorious. You have faced your fears with courage and tenacity.
This is the one I
and
cannot
that is
picture.
something that I hold in high regard. You have shown that even in the darkest of times, the human spirit can shine brighter than any star in the night sky.
We're old friends now. I am death. And you people all took my treasure from me. I am a spirit, a function of the world. I can't raise armies. I can't fight an entire world teeming with life and bleed it to death. But he could.
I'm thinking
and
about
that
it.
was taken away.
I think this might work.
I am not a vampire, as you understand it. Death is my meat, and you people broke him. And I can't bring him back, because I'm not human.
I
Why
can
is
rock
it
with
that
this.
only human hands can reach into hell?
I've got to make my own version of this at some point. I swear to God, I got to.
Do you think that's weirdly fucked up? I can't do it. But you could.
My father is a man of science, a philosopher, a scholar, and knows things our society have forgotten 3 times over. Do you still not understand the enormity of what we're doing? He's gone mad. And from that, there is no recovering him. Imagine if he could have aimed all that knowledge at improving lives. If the religious inquisition hadn't proved true all of his worst instincts about humans. And he writes plans, I've seen them. Ideas for darkening clouds and making them as permanent in the air as the frost of the north.
I can actually agree with this.
Trees will still grow. Birds will still sing. Animals will still hump away in the undergrowth. But you won't be here. And you won't be here. None of you. The sun will still set, but you will not see it rise.
I think I can agree with that.
I once executed 2 people.
No,
2
I
doctors.
can't.
There are no sides, just patience. That's what they said as they treated our fallen enemies in Ishbal. But the people they were healing would just rise up again to fight us. The military asked them to stop, but they wouldn't. And their makeshift hospital was becoming a den for insurgents. I got my own.
So far, the absolute perfect match for me has been the Fulgrim. For the Fulgrim, I have I 100% agree with that one.
Orders in the morning, and I shot them that night. Afterwards, I tried to kill myself, but I was too much of a coward. So I took an oath instead. To never follow unreasonable commands again. To reach a position where I wouldn't have to follow them. And I've stayed true to that. I'm not chasing you because I was commanded to. I'm doing it because I'm pissed. Now why the hell did you 2 run away without asking for my help first?
Anger, hatred, fear. They are weapons of war. The tools of a war chief. Yes.
I can rock with it.
I can see it now. I can see the future of this world. A world ruled by the Horde. My
Number
Horde.
3, and
The Old
Angron.
One calls to you. The heart will be your end. See the visions of fear, despair, and doubt
Yes.
as I have.
I can definitely see Fulgrim and Angron. Everyone else so far has been like kind of hit, kind of miss. and one has been a hard miss.
You will be trapped for eternity. The true horde will come to pass. I have seen it. It has shown me. I have seen mountains of skulls and rivers of blood, and I will have my world!
A terrible darkness has returned to our world.
Yes.
As before, it seeks to annihilate everything that we hold dear.
Yes.
I go to face it, knowing I may not return. All my life I have lived by the sword. I've seen kingdoms burn, and watched brave heroes die in vain. It's been difficult for me to trust after losing so much. I now believe
this is a definite hit for me.
That peace is the noblest aspiration. But to preserve it, you must be willing to fight.
I heard a sound and did not know what it was. I sought wisdom in the chalice, but there was none.
Okay, these last three have all been hits.
And I knew them.
Okay, so yes, yes, yes.
Human souls, but where? I brought myself to Sanctuary, where humans dwell. But the souls did not call me from that place. I searched the breath of creation, always following the sound. Always the sound. And then I understood. Pandemonium, where the world stone once rested. The souls swirl and writhe. I now know the truth of mortals.
Evil is evil, Stragabor. Lesser. Greater.
Henry Cavill would be in my list, definitely.
Middling. It's all the same. I'm not judging you. I haven't only done good in my life either. But now, if I have to choose between one evil and another, then I prefer not to choose at all.
Henry Cavill would definitely be in the list of Primark voices for me. Not good.
Titan was like most planets. Too many mouths, not enough to go around. And when we faced extinction, I offered a solution. But random, dispassionate, fair to rich and poor alike.
I can see him, but I see him more as Ferris than Magnus. Just saying.
They called me a madman. And what I predicted came to pass. With all 6 stones, I could simply snap my fingers. They would all cease to exist, and I call that mercy.
And then what?
I finally rest. And watch the sunrise on a grateful universe. The hardest choices require the strongest wills.
They were reborn greater than they could have ever anticipated.
No.
Isn't that right?
Not in
Power
my
of 1,000 minds, dreams, imaginations, and wills made one. Founded in the ether of manifestation. I once saw them as gods. Being so far beyond my ability to understand.
I don't think so.
And they chose
Not this
me
one.
to be their herald. But when I died, when I scattered, and they put me back together, I was given a view behind the curtain.
This is a definite miss for me.
I had given everything for her.
Times may be dark, but we are Earth's greatest hope. Look around you. A gathering of noble guardians new and old. Our home was attacked. I was there, fought against the endless...
Okay, 100% Lance Reddick is a fucking legend, but I don't hear him as Vulcan.
...onslaught. Despite the sacrifice of many brave Guardians, we lost everything.
I don't hear him as Vulcan.
The tower, the city, our home. Today we know our enemy. His name is Gaul. I know you look to me in times of peril, but this is not my battle alone. It is time to avenge this injustice.
I don't see him as... I don't see Lance Reddick as Vulcan.
Guardians.
I don't.
So I ask you, who will stand with me?
Okay, let's hear it.
The enemy came into our world. Their only desire to extinguish all life.
Yes.
They slaughtered our loved ones. They razed our homes, our cities, and our sacred places.
Yes, I see this.
You tried to stop them, and you failed. And so you came to me. Nothing remaining of you but rage and determination. And you learned that the things that once tormented you could give you power. Now you see that there is no sacrifice too great if it brings an end to the burning legion.
Hello. Did we enjoy our time with the CIA? Welcome to Nagash.
Yes!
I apologize for the Spartan accommodation. You have been a naughty little shit, haven't you? Yeah, about with the golden path. And poor Paul. Are you still sore about what he did with your little monkey friend? What was his name? Deadpan, dipshit, doorknob? I'm sorry for your ennui. But let me ease him into this humor. You're about to mind-fuck the poor boy. Perhaps a little sugar on your shit sandwich?
Yes. Okay.
G'day, guys and gals.
Okay, hold on a second. Hold on a second. 1 second. Come on, man. That popped over to that.
A lion doesn't...
Okay, so let me just point out my biggest hits on this one. Let me point out my biggest hits on this one. That would be definitely the Fulgrim voice. That would be the biggest hit for me right there. This voice was perfect. It perfectly encapsulates him. He does it so well. The Perturaba voice is I'll just do the S through D ranking, okay? The Fulgrim voice is 100% an S. The Charles Dance is a lion. I'd give it an A. This one I would give an A. Jason Momoa is Jakatai Khan. S. 100%. Jonathan Keeble as Lehman Russ. I actually give a C because Jonathan Keeble has voiced so many characters, but his Lehman Russ was... It wasn't what I pictured for the Primark. Steve Downs as Rogel Dorn is my... this one is a C for me, if not a D. I don't see it happening. The voice of Conrad Kurse, I give an A to 100%. Malcolm McDowell. James Callis as Sanguinius, I give a B to. I can see it. I can 100% see it. That is just not even a thing. This one I give a C to. Travis Willingham as Ferrus Manus, I don't really hear. Patrick Sells as Angron, I give an A2. I like that. I like the sound of that. This also, Chris Metzen as Rabute Gilliman, I give a solid A if not S2 because holy crap. Paul, guys, S tier. 100%. That voice could go for him easy. Anything involving Henry Cavill and Horace Lupical is going to get an A+. That's just it. I like Josh Brolin. I just don't like him as Magnus, so I give it a B. This gets a D. Because Lorgar, and 2, I don't hear Lorgar sounding like this. Lance Reddick, it actually hurts my soul to say I give that a C for Vulcan. Liam O'Brien as Corvus Corax, I give a solid A2. And Alpharius Omegon with Troy Barker, that gets an A as well. Guys, thank you for joining me for this. I have nothing else to say. I do know I need to do this now. 100%. I need to get this done. Somehow I'll fit it in amongst everything else I'm doing, and I will beat my head against the table, crying in agony as I try. I'll catch you guys next time. Look in the description down below for all the links, including the merch, Discord, everything like that, as well as the original video. I'm gonna go cry in a bush. I'll see you guys later.